Okay, good to see you. You always get too much fruit. I mean, I don't know what you should get. Get too much fruit. I don't know. Okay. Get too much fruit. I don't know. Okay, hello everybody. Hello, welcome. Welcome to Lewis Schaffer's live, Uncooked, Lewis Schaffer, Uncooked, Lewis Schaffer's live stream. Your live stream. This is I'm giving you credit. I don't want to give you credit, but I'm giving you credit. Anyway, everybody, welcome. We've got over 2 million subscribers are watching this. Did you hear that, Columbus? We've passed 2 million.
2 million?
2 million subscribers. Well, you don't believe me. You think I'm lying.
2,000.
No, we're not even at 2,000. We're 2,150. 2,150. That's something. That's enough to get me. It's enough to get monetized. If I was monetized. But I got a message from a friend of mine today, saying basically, why am I such a CUNT?
Who said that?
I'm not going to say who it is because we're on the radio here. But he said, why? And then I said to him, who have you spoken to? You know? I mean, it depends who you speak to. Do you think I'm that way? Do you think I'm that way? No. Sometimes you think sometimes. No, because I'm the opposite side. And they say because I'm on the opposite side of whatever the side, they think I'm a bad person. I'm evil. They think I'm evil. I think they're idiots. And that's the difference between the left and... I mean, I don't know. We want to call it the left. Hold on, let me get the light. We don't want to call it the left and the right, but that's what the left and the right. The left think the right people are evil, like we're Nazis or whatever. I shouldn't even say that. We are NAZ, whatever. We're bad. And they think, and we think about them, is that if they just knew the truth, or maybe they're just crazy for believing the lies that they've been told. Possibly. 2 million, yeah, that's incredible. 2 million, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't like this. 2 million subscribers. Can you believe that? 2 million subscribers, and most of the people don't even join us on this chat. And there are 2 million people, but you guys are here. Ray Burke is here. Good to see you. Let's find out about Ray Burke. We got new people listening. I don't know whether you're going to find it interesting. Here's my here's the notes for today's show. Notes, nothing. I've got nothing. I'm going to draw a line because for the 10:30 show later to make sure I don't take up any of the paper. Can you see that? I've drawn a line. I've drawn a line. Let me fix the light. I should have checked this out beforehand. Thank you. Let's move this over here. Maybe I don't know if you can see that. Thank you. What do you think you're going to go get from the shop, producer? So we got Ray Burke. Thank you for coming. Where are you from, Ray Burke? Have you been here before? Have I not forgotten about you? Because I try to pretend like I know all you people and care about you people. Lee G is here. He's back. I'm not going to be on Headliners. That's not happening. Being back on Headliners. I'm not going to be. I'm unreliable. I'm a loose cannon. I'm a horror. You know what it is? You know what happened? I was going to post yesterday's show, either the early show or the late. I'll post the late show. But for those who joined the late show, and basically these two shows, we've got the same number of people watching each show, and the same people. It's quite amazing. But yesterday's show, I messed up the show, and then I got yelled at. I'm always getting yelled at, but I got yelled at, and so I cut the first bit off of the show to make me seem like I was a better broadcaster, whatever you call this, streamer, than I already am. And I cut it off. And then I watched it, and maybe I need to cut it off a little bit later. I mean, the show, I don't know if the stream was good or bad. I don't know, but I didn't send it out to anybody. Maltese Phil is here. Julian is here. Janet, hello, beautiful Janet, is here. MC Scott is here. Makeshift is back. I guess it's Sunday. Who yelled at you? A friend of mine. He didn't yell at me, but he yelled at me, and He yelled at me, Caroline Cooper and Chris. So we got some new people here. Fantastic. Because this is 138 shows. It's bad enough that I have to do the shows. It's worse that you would have to listen to it. You don't have to listen to the shows, but I didn't post the show for people to listen to because it isn't. You get me don't get me an Oreo ice cream, but if you do get me an ice cream, you can make it an Oreo ice cream. So I didn't post it. And then I thought to myself, what a coward I am. But maybe that's one of the reasons. Maybe I'm just not as good as I used to be. Maybe this is not mine. I'm filled with doubt. No, I'm filled with doubt. I shouldn't be even talking about this. I should be saying these shows are amazing, amazing shows. There's no headliners. It's been killed. It's been murdered. And not even by the company. Basically, not even by the company. For this, you don't know why people do. It's like when your girlfriend doesn't want to be with you. Do you think she'll ever tell you what it is that you smell, that you have no money, that you're a right-wing communist or whatever it is? They're not going to say that. They're not. Dame Claire, a friend of mine, said, I should read you what he said. Anyway, but he basically said, I used to be nice all the time. Or I had some moments of being nice, and now I'm not nice now. I'm not nice. Because we're supposed to be nice to people who are killing us, who are basically going into our bathrooms, whatever it is. Alan Williams, who killed headliners. We've been through this before. Wasn't it because Patrick Christie wanted an hour's overtime? I don't think he might not have even been paid extra money. Who knows what it is? I mean, the fact that Patrick, I like Patrick. He's really easy to look at. He's a funny guy. Do you like Patrick? Anyway, I like him. We're not naming any names because every time I name a name, it goes underneath this thing. Let's say you ask, please send me a transcript. It'll find those people. I don't want to. The most successful people in this world are people who are nice. That's the most important thing. And I'm not nice all the time. I wish I was. I want to be nice. I know. A right-wing communist. I didn't know you support the National Bolshevik cause. Who is a right-wing communist? Noam Hunter. But the most important thing, and maybe you could learn from me because I'm old. I'd like to think that I'm a young guy, but I'm not. I'm old. And the key thing to being old is not being old, is by learning. And Kate Lanning is here. Hello, Kate. The key thing is to be nice to people. Don't ever say, oh, I hate this guy. He killed my show. But I did say that. I was like so furious. But I get angry. I get angry at you. I get angry at me. I get angry at my own kid. I'm just an angry. And you wake up one day and you realize, maybe we have a right to be angry. But this world, especially like Brooklyn, when I make the movies, when I used to make the movies, there's never any hostility on a film set. Never. Unless you're the star of the film. Okay? There's never any of that. But that's what they want. They don't want animosity. They want everybody to get along and to be in peace, whatever that means. And that's the same way in the television business. Maybe they fight amongst themselves out in the hinterland, but on set, everything is lovely. They don't scream at each other. You're all wonderful, and we'll have you back. Meanwhile, they're making other plans. I heard Christian Bale was a nuisance in this. Exactly. He did something wrong. I don't know what he did, but now he's got a reputation. Now they can fire him. Who knows? He's an amazing actor, Christian Bale. Amazing. Remember that film where he's like in the camp, in the prisoner of war camp or something? Something is going to happen. We've got 2,950,000 viewers to this show right now. 2 million. They cannot fight that. 2,950,000 viewers. Joe Sanders is here. Everybody's coming because it's a Sunday. It's a Sunday. And I have not prepared a single thing. A single thing. Because what's out there in the world? What is out there in the world? The whole world makes you think. Makes you think about what's going on. And I can't deal with it anymore. It's the idea that there's a group of protesters at the train station in Whitechapel, which is I go to quite frequently, the Whitechapel train station, because it's right on my line there. And they're like, they don't even live in the country. You know what I mean? They're not from the country. I'm a nationalist unless they start killing the Jews, and then I'm not. So MG Tiger Fang is here, says Claire, which is beautiful. Janet, again. Let's say hello to Janet. Ian Higgs is here. Caroline Cooper. Let's all say hello to Caroline Cooper. How are you, Caroline Cooper? I told you, I love your name. I love your name. And so we've got a lot of people already watching the stream. We've got 3,200,000 followers in 138 days. That's a lot of followers. 3,250,000 followers.
Is that your follower count?
That's my follower account. 3,200,000. Can you believe it? I say it to people. People don't. I'm a fair weather nationalist. Yes, I am. You know, if they're good to me, I'm good to them. I mean, I am a bit of a... yeah, if they're nice to me. But sometimes if they're nice to me, I won't be nice to them either. Look at you, Columbus. Look at you. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Anyway, so that's what it is. 3 million. Chris Boland is here. Hey, Chris. Welcome to the stream. Where are you from, Chris Boland? Tell us where you are. Tell us, are you a man or a woman? Are you fat? Are you fat? How tall are you, Chris Boland? Hello. How tall are you, basically? That's what we want to know, Chris. I'm trying to get... I woke up today 77.4. But I hadn't made a poo. I had, probably 77.2. 77.2 kilograms. Yesterday, I was 76.9. So I've gained 300. Why did I gain 300? Because I had a Tesco's slice. I had a slice. You know, one of those slice, whatever they are. They're like sugar and phyllo bread or something. I don't know what they're called. They're called something in America. They're called Napoleons in America. Did you know that? I think that's what they're called. Napoleons. Food USA. Pastry. Let's say pastry. Pastry USA.
Whenever you do something, you should put it onto window capture.
I'm going to put it onto window capture. I'm afraid to. I've been warned. Because of the
close your WhatsApp messages.
I close it, but someone couldn't someone come up and they could the WhatsApp.
No, if you actually close it, then
how do I close it? It's not on, but it's on. Hold on a second. No, I don't think the WhatsApp comes out on the screen. Let's see what this is. Let's see if we can find this thing. Can you see this, everybody? There we go. How about this? This is what, but it's called something else here. Can you see this, everybody? Hold on a second. Can you see what this is? Can you look up there? Is it big enough for you to see? It's a classic French pastry known as a millefeuille. Millefeuille, meaning 1,000 sheets. In the U.S., is made of 3 layers of puff pastry, alternated with 2 layers of pastry cream, often topped with powdered sugar, glazed marble glaze, or other toppings. Is commonly used in North America. This is what I had the other day. It's so good. It's so good. Do you guys like this? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Caroline Cooper was in Cambridgeshire. That's very important. Okay. They are like custard slices. Yes, yes. I almost bought the custard slice, which is right next door to the other slice, but I didn't because it had more calories. It looked a little bit heavier. But, I mean, this was pretty heavier. This is called, no, Alex, we're going to look up what a Tottenham cake is. What is a Tottenham cake? What is a Tottenham cake? T-O-T, Tottenham cake. What happened with Crystal Palace? Did Crystal Palace win? Did Crystal Palace win? It's a British baked good. Gastro Obscura. Okay, can you see this? Maybe you can't see this. Is that what this looks like? That's a Tottenham cake. Okay, that's wrong. Can you see that? Can you hear me? I didn't even ask if you could see me. I didn't ask if you could hear me. How does that look? Is that a Tottenham cake? Okay. So that's I haven't had that, but it was brilliant. But you know what it does? You know what you do? When you have a piece like this, it adds 3 times the amount of weight to your body. You think you're just eating 100 grams of cake, and it adds like 300. Why is it called Tottenham cake? Does anybody know why it's called Tottenham cake? Why is it called that? Let's find out. Why called Tottenham cake? You have to be honest with British cakes. Is named after the North London district, where it was originally a local Quaker bakery named Henry Chalkley in the late 1800s. The cake was first sold for a penny and became a popular treat, but its name was cemented after it was given away for free to celebrate the Tottenham Hotspur Football Club's first FA Cup win. We used to have cake like that when I was at school. That's exactly the kind of cake that we used to have. When they made cake, they used to put it in a pan. And then they would and then give it to us. It was like it was delicious, but it wasn't like American cake was like layer upon layer and really thick. And really thick. Hold on a second. Let's get back on track here. Layout. Don't look at the thing here. Well, maybe look at the thing. All right. So that's that. That's very interesting. Liam Bream is back. Liam Bream, 2C Live, 25 minutes on Muslim arrests in Southampton. Okay, we can't promote another 3. We'll go watch 2C later. That cake looks divine, but I had something. I had a Tesco, and I'm going to show you what I had because I want to do this thing right. Where is this thing? Here we go. We call it a Tesco slice cake. Yeah, these are not Tesco's. I want a Tesco one. Where is the Tesco? This one. This is the cream slice. Can you see that? Yeah, I don't know. That's maybe off the screen. Is that still on the screen? Tell me. Can you see that on the screen? Hold on a second. No, there we go. Window capture. Can you see that? I didn't have the cream slice. I had something similar to the cream slice. Oh, I'm really enjoying this. What is it called? The Tesco slice of cake. What is it called? It's called something. It's not there. It's not this one. Can you see that right there? I don't know what it's called. It's not here. What is it called? Tesco slice, Tesco cake, layer, cake. It's not here. Maybe this is it. This is what it looks like. Oh my god, not this, but that looks so good. That's not what it looks like. Cake, slice, Tesco, 2. It doesn't have it here. Where is the one? It has the. Where is the one? Could it be this one? Angel cake slices? It's not quite angel cake, but it's something like that. Okay, let's get back. Let's get back on track. There we go. So that's what I had, and I gained like 300 pounds. What have you done? Let's talk about us. Are you fat? Are you fat? 2C is great. I watch 2C, or I have watched 2C. I like when he talks about the Iranians. There was a brief moment of good times when we were, I don't want to bomb the Iranians. I see you says cakes are a riveting subject. They really are. I love cakes. How can you not love a cake, especially if it's made with butter and sugar and wheat? It's so bad for you, but it's just it's so addictive and good. It's so addictive and good. And that's what cake is. So you were in Cambridgeshire, Ian Higgs. Who else was in Cambridgeshire? What's her name? Caroline Cooper was in Cambridgeshire. It's a Sunday. I guess you can go up to Cambridgeshire. Janet, and you weigh almost as much as me, and I'm fat. Well, I'm not. Remember how tall I am. I'm 6'4". Okay, I'm 6'4" and have 3.25 million at the Wimpole estate. Let's Google what the Wimpole estate is. Wimpole estate, Cambridgeshire. Okay, we'll go Google that. Wimpole National Trust. Oh, what a beautiful place. Oh, look at this. This is when England was England. It cost £20 to get in. Oh my God, my kids would never have gone there. They wouldn't have gone. We would have walked around the grounds. It was, yeah, look at that, events. Do you know anything about the Wimpole estate? Reject. A living, working estate guided by the seas, an impressive mansion, parkland, gardens, and a rare breed farm. Rare breed farm. Prices, with gift aid, 11, adult, 18. The whole estate is £22. £22. Family, £22. Family, £55. My kids would never have gone into the house. Never gone into the house. And look at the people, group fit. It's a bunch of old people wearing with their white hair. You know what those people are called? They're called Q-tips. Because, or what do you call them? And what do you call a Q-tip in this country? Anybody know what you call a Q-tip in this country? And so you're in the house. Did you pay the £55, Ian Higgs, Caroline Cooper? Are you guys together? Did you pay the £55? It's a National Trust place, so free with membership. How much is a membership for the National Trust? I never said I was 6'4" inches tall, Janet. You must have heard me wrong. Battenberg, that's another kind of cake. That's another cake. Banana, date, and walnut loaf, says Julian. I raise my hand, my favorite cakes. I love those kind of cakes. I love fruit cakes, dates, walnuts, nuts, any cake with a little bit of nuts in it, a little bit of fruit. I'm skinny then. I'm short and 13 stone. Well, you're fat. You're fat. Stop being fat, Janet. Let's be thin. You want to have sex with Lewis Schaffer. It's all doable if you're thin. If you're thin, let's get thin. Let's get thin so we can have sex with Lewis Schaffer. You're 5'6". Lewis is 5. I'm not 5 foot. What's wrong with being 5 foot? Okay, I'm 5'6". I'm 5'6", but I'm an internationally well-known, famous comedy celebrity, as often seen on GB News. So I can be 5'6" because I'm famous. I'm famous, but I'm not fat. I wish I was a bit thinner, but I'm not fat. I'm doable. And thin, Claire. Okay, I'm going to come and do you because you're thinnable. You're thin and doable. That's all you got to be. Let's raise your hand and say, I want to have sex with Lewis Schaffer. Let's have sex with Lewis Schaffer. What does it take to have sex with Lewis Schaffer? Number one, you got to be thin. Just try to be thin, or working on being thin, or once being really fat and you've lost a lot of weight and you're getting to your thin goal. Number 2, you got to ask me. You got to ask me. I'm not going to ask you. That's rude. Lexi is here. Love custard slice. I do. I love that too. That's just so good. Custard is so English. We have pudding in America, but it's not like custard. You have custard. Ron Grehailed. Am I pronouncing you? Love you, Lewis. Wet and windy here in West Yorkshire. Isn't it always wet and windy in West Yorkshire? Unless the air is coming from the other direction, and then it could be cold too. You're 70 years old and you weigh 80 kilograms. How tall are you? One more question. Rod Greela. How do we pronounce your name? Rod. How do we pronounce your name, Rod? I want to have sex with Lewis Schaffer. It's all with, you know what? It's all within your purview. It's all within your purview. Alfie Cap is here. Alfie Cap. Thank you for coming back. Yes, that's what we all should do. We all should say, how can we get people? The difference between men and women is this. Women like to be touched by someone that they want to be touched by. Men like to touch a girl or a guy that they want to touch. Men are touchers and men don't mind being touched, but men are lookers. But women want to be touched. So Lexi is here. We've got so many new people here, which is really good. And we're almost at 40. Okay, I'm not sure I want to have sex with anyone right now. I want to be admired and loved for my intellect and personality. Well, I admire you for your intellect and personality, Joe, but we still have to be as beautiful as we can. We need to be healthy so we don't go, oh my God, you got to go to the hospital where they're going to kill you. I'm not saying the NHS is going to do that, but the hospitals are they're death sentences. And they don't know, and they think, oh, we can help you. They never say, oh, we can't help you, go away. No, because the more people that come to the hospital, the more money they get. Alex, the best motivation to lose weight is sex with Lewis Schaffer. That's true. That's true. If it's, you know what it is? I'm trying to be a cult leader, and I have to have sex with all of you people. That's what cult leaders do. That's what they do. It's not easy, but I think it's doable. The other side of it is that's what it is. Sex is not essential. It's men who seem to think it's everything. I see you. That's an interesting point. Do men think it's everything? Yes, it is. It isn't everything, but men want to be loved. We want to know that you love us. Sex is essential for both men and women, says Alex. Yes. No, Liam, you cannot. It's like what do people want? They want to be loved, and they want to know that somebody loves them. Thank you very much, MC Scott. I crack you up. Is that we want to know that we're fanciful and likable. It's that we're not disgusting, that, somebody wants us. I mean, that somebody we like wants us. If they don't like us, then that's horrible. Am I right? Isn't that horrible? But if they're a nice person, it's like, oh, you know who found me attractive? Brad Pitt. You'd like that. Wouldn't you like that? I think we would be mates, but as a possible thing, we would last 5 minutes. That's, of course, true with me. I'm not the kind of person I'm not, the fact that I think about this like this says there's something the matter with me. There's something the matter with me, There's something the matter with me, but I'm not. Am I a romantic? What is the point I'm getting at? The point is, you have to do whatever it takes to get the job done. If you are fat or a little bit heavy or have a stomach that you're holding like this, and maybe you got fat over here. You need to lose weight. And if maybe Lewis Schaffer, you maybe someday, being with Lewis Schaffer, go for it. If that's what it takes to make you want to be thin, go for it. Go. What am I saying? I've lost my train of thought now. Some studies suggest something may have antidepressant effects when absorbed, as it contains chemicals like prostaglandins, and oxytocin. A 2002 study, according to Maltese Phil, found that women who did not use condoms were less depressed. Okay, but it could have been other reasons why. Am I right? It could be other reasons why they are less depressed. Maybe they want to have a kid. Maybe they're thinking about having a kid. Maybe they love the guy that they're with, which is why they're not using a condom. So it may not be as simple as we're going to give these people condoms and these people no condoms. Am I right? I think that's a very observant point I just made. I need love and attention. Yes, I do. What do you think this is? What do you think this live stream is? It's Lewis Schaffer's plea for love and attention. And to show that I'm not a selfish person. Hold on a second. I'm willing to offer myself to you, beautiful people. And all I'm asking is just be thin. Just be thin. So anyways, says MC Scott, I identify. Okay. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Semen is mostly water, though, and glucose. It does have a bit of glucose in it. Okay, it does. Is it? No, he's off to the shop. He is off to the shop, so don't worry about him. I think he's lost the love for me. There's something that's happened. There's something that has happened. He's lost the love for me. He hasn't lost the love. No, he's actually I'm supporting him. I should be telling him, but I'm not telling him anything. I'm trying not to tell him anything, except that he's fat. The only thing I tell him, I speak to him as I speak to you, is that he is a little bit overweight, and you're going in for a job. Who wants to hire a fat kid? Nobody wants to hire a fat kid. They want to hire, like my other son number 2, is really good looking. Is good looking. Of course they would get a job. You know what I mean? That's the way the world works. Let's be the best possible we can be. I'm trying my best. Maybe this shirt isn't that great. Maybe I need to be better. You know what I mean? But I'm doing something. I shaved for you, Warmelian. You are in fact so loved and adored. Some people are sabotaging the growth of your show to keep you all to themselves. That is true. That is actually true, Vatanai, because I would have, and I've actually been called by YouTube. They said that I would have over 5 million followers. 5 million followers, but there are some followers here because they want to stay in this chat and with me here that they're doing things. I don't even know what they're doing. They don't even know what they're doing. Okay? But they're doing something. Okay? So that is right. A Warmelian said this. Warmelian. Yes, they're sabotaging the growth. Luckily, we've got 4,870,000. So they've cut down 1 million. 1 million people are not listening to this. But we've got 4 million. This is the fastest growing stream in YouTube right now. The fastest growing stream. But thank you for saying that I'm loved. Roll up, ladies. Get your natural antidepressants here. Endless supply available. Is that from you, Vatanai? You're saying that I could do that. I see you as speaking to Warmelian. Get a grip. No, it might be true. Who knows what's going on? Liam Bream says, I'm a fat bastard. I don't know if I'm allowed to say. I'm allowed to say that word. COVID gave me bees, bazoomies, and a fat bum, so I'm depressed. I can't stop eating ice cream while crying. Well, you gotta listen to Lewis Schaffer. You've got to get thin. Nobody likes fat people. We do not. This is a fat shaming show. Is it not a fat shaming show? I mean, that's what makes this show interesting, I think. It doesn't make it interesting. I'm tired of, you should just say, you're fat. I can't talk to you. You're fat. That's what we have to do with each other. And then you go, you know what? I am fat. I'm going to lose the weight. And you can lose the weight. Look at how fat I was. You can't even, this is the before. Look at how fat. I was like fat. Go to my Twitter. Let's look for pictures of fat Lewis Schaffer. Fat Lewis Schaffer. Fat Lewis Schaffer comedian. Let's just see if it comes out. Highlights, video, images. We're coming out here. Hold on a second. Oh, they're not even here. They're not even here. Where's the fat ones? There's no fat pictures in me. Well, how about this picture? How about this picture here? Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Look at this guy. This is when I first started to lose weight. I wasn't even fat here. But look at what was on my head. Look at what was on my head. Can you see this? Can you people see this? I was ugly. Let's stop being ugly. Okay? Let's stop. Let's see if we can find another picture of me being fat. Maybe they don't even want to put the fat pictures out. I mean, I looked horrible. Absolutely. There's not even pictures of me being fat. Lewis Schaffer, 2000-2015. We'll look for that. Okay, here we go. Here's a picture. Can you see this picture of me? Can you see this? Look at that. Look at the stomach there. I wasn't even that fat back then. I wasn't fat back then. Whoops. What happened there? What happened there? Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Let's get back on track. Let's get back on track. I don't know where that is. No, that's not that. I've lost it. I've lost the stream. All right, but you can believe me. Can you believe me, everybody? Can you believe me? There you go. And semen is vegan friendly. Yes, is it vegan friendly? I don't know. We're talking about COVID today. COVID, horrible. What a bunch. I mean, I don't even want to mention it because you mention it, then it comes underneath it with the lies. Google prints like a whole stream of lies underneath this thing. Lewis is comparing himself to himself when he was thin. You have to. And once you become thin, your world will change. Your world will change. It'll be like such a better world. You'll be thin and beautiful, and girls will come onto you. All sorts of different things can happen. Hold on a second. All sorts of different things will come into your world. All right, so we're talking about that. I looked lovely in my 20th. Now I'm 54 and drink like a fish, and I'm a fatty. Well, first of all, the first step is to say I'm a fatty. You are a fatty. You're disgusting to look at. You're a nice person, Dee Plectum, but you're fat. And you're 54. You're not going to die, but if you're drinking, you might die sooner. You got to skip either alcohol or the high-fat diet, the high-carb diet. Here's a joke by Ian. I was eating a pancake at a street food place, and a bloke pushed me. He pushed him. Apparently, it was Shove Tuesday. I even understand. I know that joke. It's a good joke. It didn't make me laugh, but it's a good joke. Did you think it was a good joke? I thought it was a good joke. We're falling behind. Raw meat has brought out the beauty. What have we had here? I've lost the thing. That's what Claire says. I'm so fat, I'm getting that pink line above my bum crack now. I wear spandex for men. Yes, let's raise our hands and say we're fat. And we don't want to be fat anymore. Fat or for the left-wing commie people who hate this country, who hate white people, who hate individual choice, who are stopping our democratic principles by forcing us to eat carbs when we want to eat meat, basically. My mate lost his allotment as he never paid the rent. Now he's lost the plot. John Van Damme, a joke by John Van Damme. You're not fat, Claire. You're not fat. And there are other people who are not fat here, but they're not as proud of it as you are. They're not as proud. So I respect you. Claire and I are still slim, thanks. Okay. There you go, Joe. So you got a chance to have, not a chance, you can have sex with Lewis Schaffer. Joe, Claire, you can have sex with Lewis Schaffer because you're thin. And I'll touch your body and we'll all be happy. I'm reading a book by comedian Milton Jones. Have you met him? Many, many times. Lovely guy. He's a Christian. He's a lovely guy. He's a lovely, lovely guy. Brilliant, lovely guy. Lexi Lex. Who loves me? Lexi. Did I miss something? I missed something. Who loves me? I'm going back up in the thing, so I can't tell. You scared the living daylights out of me just now, says MC. Who was scared that they 138 shows in a row and not poorly to pull out. Meanwhile, my mates who took the jab get every bug going. Well done, you. Thank you very much. Well, I did. John Van Damme, I didn't take the jab because I thought to myself, I'll tell you why I didn't take the jab, because I hate being injected. And I hate them. And then I'm thinking, they're putting stuff in your blood system. And it's not just a vaccine. It's a mixture of all sorts of yuckiness. And yuckiness, schmutz as I call it, causes disease. Schmutz. See, it's a French word, I think. Anyway, Ian Haig says like and subscribe. Let me just see how many people are liking. 25 people are liking. Let's get up to 30, 35. If you haven't liked it already, it seems like a thing of inconsequences, but it's something very important. Liking and subscribing. I think they look at it, right? Don't they look at it? Where are we going here? They look at it, and then they decide whether they're going to send this stream to somebody. I don't know. I think if you're not prepared for Lewis Schaffer, you might not enjoy this stream. I think you need, I don't know, I guess you have to see me in a professional context. We can have sex with him. So funny. Glad to have permission. Thanks, Lewis. Have a lovely evening. Yes. All of you. Not just the girls, but the guys too. But the guys have got to say you really, really love me and you think I'm really, really funny. It's not enough. The girls, you have to say that too, but the girls really have to say that. I mean, I'm needy. And that's the thing. We are all needy. Raise your hand if you're needy. Raise your hand if you need love. Raise your hand. Very few people have too much love. No one ever has too much love. Because if let's say your wife loves you too much, she would let you go off with the guys and watch the football game. She wouldn't give you a hard time. There's a protest. Where is the protest? Yeah, we could do that. We could do all of that. I mean, I don't know about Claire, because Claire is married, but whatever. When you like, subscribe, become a member and donate. You can have sex with Lewis Schaffer. Yes. Just, at least once. At least once. I'm not promising a long-term relationship. I'm just saying, you could say yes. I mean, I think people would hate me if this were the case. Could I get away with this? I'm about to dislike this show for the third consecutive day to mark the end of Lewis's and mine's We Spat. We're not having a spat. My son is coming in. Let's see if he brought any food. Once they try it, they'll be addicted to Lewis. Maybe. You're right. It's possible. Liam. Can you please be nice? Can we not discuss all this stuff? You're always I'm going to ban you again. I don't want to do that. Permission is needed. Sorry. I'm still laughing. Good to hear from you, Claire. My son is returning. Is still not sure, but I'm good either way. Of course you're good either way because we grow our children and we want them to go out in the world, and then that's it. They leave, right? Producer, what did you get? Don't tell me. Permission is okay. So there you go. There you go. So I am going to say, Liam, do not say anything dirty anymore. Let me be the dirty one. My wife, it's difficult to say what she does. She sells by the seashore. It's difficult to say what she does. She sells, it's difficult to say. Okay, yeah, he's really funny. He's really funny. He's not nice today. I remember I met all these guys 25 years ago when I was going to be something. And lots of people come from America and they don't stay, generally speaking. They go back home. Nothing personal. Like the comedians, they go back home. And then the comedians here are like thinking, yeah, he wasn't that. What did you get? Is that an apple? An apple? That's not a thing, Columbus. Thank you. But thank you very much for the thought. The producer bought an apple. Am I going to eat one now?
You want one?
I think it's rude to eat one right now. My son brought me an apple. Could I eat one on the air? Put it in the refrigerator. Put it in the refrigerator. Living for today. Na, 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 na. Live for today and don't worry about tomorrow. Na, na. Na, 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 na. Live for today and don't worry about tomorrow. So this is the big show, 138th show. I mean, it's been, I don't know what's happening in the world, really. I don't know what's happening. I went out today. I walked. I don't know how much I walked. I'm going to guess I walked about 4,500. I'm going to guess that I walked about 4,500 steps. I walk 4,900 steps. I was very close. I'm losing weight. I'm going to sleep with Lewis Schaffer. Maybe you should have a T-shirt made that says I'm losing weight and gonna sleep with Lewis Schaffer. That's a great T-shirt. I'm going to write that down and never look at it again. I'm losing. That's it. That's really funny, Janet. I'm losing weight. I'm going to sleep. Sleep sounds nicer with Lewis. Yeah, it's a T-shirt. It's a T-shirt, basically. Thank you, Janet. And you'll get to meet with Lewis Schaffer. You'll get to meet with me. And you'll say, oh my God, he's exactly like I expected him to be. Oh my God, it's just flat. It's just as messy as I expected it to be. Oh my God. That's after you make another margarita. Well, however many margaritas you need. However many you need. Sorry, I thought we were talking about being fatties. Yeah, let's be fatties, but let's be nice about it. That we can talk about. Being fatties. Janet Claire is laughing. Mr. Cuff is laughing, Steve. D.D. Plectrum says, Lewis, what are you describing is called courtship readiness. Being thin symbolizes a potential partner. Being fat doesn't. At least that's what it said in the book I read. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You don't want the guy to think she's fat. Is she pregnant? That's not sexy. You know, thin means you're not pregnant, basically. And that's what men want to know. I mean, pregnant, am I right about D.D. Plectrum? That's a really good point. It's called courtship readiness. It's attractive. Lewis, thank you. A difficult but interesting time. I always go with either outcome is totally fine. Whatever is best for your kid is fine. Whatever he wants to do is fine. Let's all talk about watches. That's another thing we could talk about. I feel fat. Hearing about fat. Tom, of course, welcome back. Well, are you fat? How tall are you? How much do you weigh? Are you a man or a woman? Answer the questions, and I'll tell you if you're fat. Because I weighed 15 or 16 stone. And I was 5'10". I know I said I was 6'4", but I was lying there. Yeah. So that's what I feel like. I feel like, yes. And I didn't think I was fat. And then when I lost weight, that's what you're 31 male, 5'11". So there you go. So how much do you weigh? Tom, of course, he's 31. I'm going to ask you again and again. How much do you weigh, Tom, of course. So I lost weight and I didn't feel like I was that fat. But something happened. I felt my rib. And I was like, oh my God. I felt my bones and I thought, oh my God. So I realized I'm thin-ish. I don't look good here. I look good in this mirror here. I mean, I need to lose 2 kilos, 15 stone. I would say you're a bit heavy, Tom. You're a bit heavy. Unless it's all muscle. Is it muscle? You're 31. You could be muscle. No. What are you saying no to, Janet? But I wanted to be, and I woke up and I was thin. But the problem was, I think a lot is the personality. No, we're talking about looks. We're talking, as D.D. Plectrum said, he called it, availability, willingness, readiness for marriage. The rest is big boned. No. And the point is, could be, maybe. I don't know. No, it's not. The point is like when I lost the weight, I felt, oh my God, it was like, this is so beautiful. But because I wasn't super healthy, because I was eating a horrible diet, I was eating Tesco discounted ready meals. That's what I would eat. I would eat with the Parmesan. Maybe I'd have half of one where I used to have two, or maybe I had one and he used to have two. And it was a beautiful thing for me. If we all went camping, we could provision a to-do you yurt. You had to do Lewis Schaffer. No, whatever. The point is, I'm kidding about this, about me doing all the girls, because it does sound a bit creepy anyway. So I'm willing to lie and tell you that I'm not thinking about it at all, and that I'm 6'4". But you just feel like so good. You feel like so good. Beautifully thin. Beautifully thin. Anyways, so MC Scott is writing and writing and writing. You don't need to write this much. You let other people come in there and write, MC Scott. I do appreciate it. But I can't read everything that you say. Otherwise, it's become the Lewis and MC Scott show. And go to, I don't know if Kermit said he was going off somewhere. But maybe he said that. Maybe he didn't say it. But make a contribution. Make a contribution at Ko-fi.com, KOFI.com. Make sure you like it. Make sure you press the subscribe. Can you press the subscribe? Yeah. When you're thin, you do feel good. Avocado Man is here. Hey, Lewis. Hey, oh, that's me. Hello, Avocado Man. Let's go back. Let's go press the thing. Let's go because we're demonetized. It's not as simple as like, why don't you join us? Why don't you become a member of us? Kermit is here. Yeah, buy the cup of coffee. I'm not sure this is really Kermit. It could just be an automatic thing that Kermit has set up, that every time his name gets mentioned, he's there. I'm losing weight and going to sleep with Lewis Schaffer, says Janet. I think that's a great t-shirt. Tom, of course, there are different size bones. There are, of course. But basically, like this thing here, I don't know if it's fat, but it's, maybe if I got plastic surgery, maybe where is the thing? I'm going to see. I don't know what I did with the, there it is. I mean, this is what really famous people do now. I'm going to show you what really famous people do when they go at the awards thing. Did you ever watch the series Wise Guy back in the with Ken Wall? No, I never did. I never watched that. Why was that? Where was that? Where was that? Where was that? Avocado Man. I never watched it. I didn't. 80s and 90s TV was lost on me. A few things I watched, but there wasn't much to do. You used to go out. You used to go to the pub and hang out with people. Lewis. I used to go out and hang out, and that's what I need to do now. I wouldn't feel as I'm not super lonely, but let me just see what side this is. This side here. This side here. It's a great series set in New York. Wise Guy was, that looks so much better. Do I look better this way? Have you ever thought of doing a comparison test on secondhand vapes, Lewis? Which do you think are the best? Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of secondhand vapes, but most of them don't have the. Vatani says, I've been using Yiddish words at home. My wife says, stop trying to sound like Lewis Schaffer. Eigeveld. At least you've got a wife. You got to keep her happy. You got to look at her and go, oh, you are precious, precious, precious. Ooh, Lewis. Ooh, do you find this attractive? Do I look better with my neck not so jowly? I mean, that's the problem with getting old. You wake up one day, you're 68 years old. I don't know how many more years I have to live. You're gaping for a vaping. Yeah. I mean, I don't use it. I don't use it, really. I find it in the street. And it's an electronic thing. It's like an electronic device. How could you, just throw it out? You can't just throw it. How can you not pick it up? How can you not pick it up? I mean, I've got all different ones. Most of them don't even work. That turns on, but I don't think it has any fuel in it. Did you ever smoke weed back in the day? I'm not going to admit to that. Avocado Man. I mean, I'm not a pot smoker. I'm not a drinker. I mean, I'm not saying I don't. You know what I mean? I'm not going to admit it. I'm not. Maybe they won't let me into America if I admit it. You don't know. So I'm not going to. I mean, of course they will, but I'm not. Of course they will. You can't be sure of anything nowadays. Did you? If you ask me a question, Avocado, did you? Don't admit it if it stops you from getting a job. Mr. Cuff is laughing at what Jedster says. Does it help get her in the mood, Vatanai? Yiddish words. Yeah, I don't even know. Whatever. Yeah. Rod Greenlaw. How do you pronounce your name? 5'10", 8,000 steps a day, but it's near Hayworth, Bronteland, uphill and down the dale. I know that. I was up there in that Hayworth, but it's not pronounced Hayworth. Hayworth is, how do you, Hawk or something? There's a way you pronounce that town up there. It's fantastic. It's a beautiful town. I'm a big fan of Bill Hicks. Yeah, he's great. He's dead. He's not that great. He's good. All comedians are trying that best. I had a feeling he wasn't quite as authentic as I would have liked him to be, but he was all right. He's dead now, so I can say something. I have no criminal record. I don't believe you. Hail the Inhaler. Or is that Hail or Hail the Inhaler? Rod Greenhead. How do you pronounce your name? Hag. How do you pronounce that, Rod? Rod, vaping is bad. Yeah, it is. Subconsciously, I know it's bad. Lexi, I know it's bad. I know it's bad. Hey, how do you pronounce your name, Rod? Ron Green, Halgh. I mean, we need to know. Enjoy in tube. Enjoy in tube. Where are you from, Enjoy in tube? Thank you for joining us. Meet the John Van Damme. He's very funny. And Avocado Man, he comes in occasionally. Mr. Cuff, his name is Steve. It's pronounced Rod. Very funny. People are funny. They are funny. Enjoying tube. You're enjoying the tube. You're enjoying tube. What kind of tube is it? What is it a tube of? U.S. Customs are lying. It's nice going home to. When I go home to America, they say "Welcome home" to me, and it almost makes me cry. It almost makes me cry. It also means that they're not going to check my bags. That's not true. My ex-wife said, this is what John Van Damme says, "I'm leaving you because of your OCD." I replied, "There's the door. Shut it on your way out." 17 times. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a good joke too, but there's truth in that. I'm a bit like that. Not really. I've got other things that I have like that. But Lexi likes that. She thinks it's funny. You're from Scotland. My ex-wife was from Scotland. Where in Scotland are you from? Where in Scotland? Reform lost in Wales. Yes. Well, they came close. Didn't they come close to winning? You know, they came close to winning. Okay. I come in every now and then to check my buddy Lewis. Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Avocado. It's always good to see you come. Lewis, don't leave us. I'm not leaving you for America. I'm right here. I'm right here. Okay? I'm right here. But I just had a memory of that. I have a memory of that. But where in Scotland are you from? Enjoying tube. The Labour Party is dead. It's absolutely dead, is it not? It's absolutely dead. From the Gorbals. Where is the Gorbals? Isn't that in? Is that in Glasgow or is that in Edinburgh? Where is it? Avocado are difficult to get rid of. Why are they difficult to get rid of? They've basically proven that they're unfit and that they're liars. I don't think they're difficult. I think there's a new day coming in Glasgow. Glasgow looks so much like New York City. It's unbelievable. I like Glasgow a lot. I like Glaswegians. The weather is horrible. The weather is horrible. I mean, the only reason it's there is because it's the port west. That's why it's there. It doesn't, it's not there. Did you eat it? Oh, who's there? My son. Both of my sons. They have 4 years left. Yeah, and by that time, and you know what it seems like? It seems like, can you close the door, please? We're broadcasting, boys.
Broadcasting.
Yeah, can you close the door, please? Thank you very much. Yeah, they got 4 years left. And Keir Starmer, can we close the door so I don't get upset? Can we close it? I said it 5 times in a nice way. You know what?
Okay.
They don't like to see me angry because I'm mental when I'm angry. Am I mental when I'm angry? You want to come in on the show?
No, I was going to go open the window.
Okay, you want me to open the window? Okay, so just ask me, and I'll open the window.
Thank you.
We've got the outdoors very close to this flat. It's right over there. No, Keir Starmer doesn't care about getting reelected. It's like they sent him to do a mission, and they said to him, "Don't worry if people don't like you. We're keeping you." And that's what's going on. They're going to keep him. It doesn't even matter. They're the wrong team. They've got the wrong belief system. They're like the Democrats in America. It doesn't matter who you put in charge, whether it's that Californian guy or whether it's Bernie Sanders or AOC. They don't represent this country. So what they're trying to do is to let in as many people as possible while they're lying about it. Am I wrong about that? It's on the south side of Glasgow. Okay. That's actually brilliant. Well, we've got fans all over. I don't know if I'm your fan, but I hope you become my fans. We appreciate great funny guys, and you're my favorite. Maybe I'm lying. No, I'm not lying. Well, I appreciate that. Are you a boy or a girl? Because one of the benefits of being a fan of Lewis Schaffer is Sorry, Janet. Sorry, Johnny. Yeah, I am creepy. I am creepy. But what makes me less creepy is that I tell you that I'm creepy. I remember, is it Stuart Sutcliffe? I met him and he said, you know what, I'm creepy. And I said to him, that makes you less creepy. I remember meeting Jeffrey Epstein. He says, you know that I'm creepy. And I said, well, it makes you less creepy. No, it doesn't make you any less creepy. Kermit says that I'm 17%, which I'm not going to say what it stands for. Yeah. So Joe says, can't do all that much, that very much, as I wouldn't get anything done ever. And I must try harder. She's talking to we're talking about being in. Make sure you join Discord. How about Discord? Are we all in Discord? You can talk to each other in Discord. You can say, that Lewis Schaffer is crazy. His show is insane. It's like no other show I've ever seen. And then look each other in the eyes and say, kiss me. That's how you get laid. I can't send any dosh right now. Okay, don't worry about it. I don't even know if you've sent dosh. Kate Quinn sent some money, and that was really nice of her. I'm in an alphabetically I'm an alphabetically challenged old guy. What does that mean? Alphabetically challenged old guy. Old guy. Well, you can still did Joy in Glasgow and press the button. Press the button with the thumbs up. Press the bell to say you like it. That's the first step to being sucked in to this world. That's some fanfic, says Blackadder, Gnome Hunter. What does that mean? I don't know. We're getting black. What does that mean? Blackadder, Mr. McCuff is waving to Lewis. I've been on Discord since we started this. Was saying to Steve Cuff that I must get motivated and not be on chat channels. That's all. Yes. Yeah, well, we all have to be motivated. I've got to be more. I'm surprised. Are you surprised? You're probably not surprised. Producer, are you surprised that I've done this for 138 straight shows?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm surprised too. You're non-alphabetically challenged. What does that mean, non-alphabetically challenged? You're not an HbA1c or a whatever. Rianne Bastion is here. So hi, I've been here since the start. Laugh out loud. I'm just quiet today. Okay, you don't have to say anything. Jabari Jackson is here along with Rianne Baston. Lewis, did you meet Ian Watkins? No, I did not meet Ian Watkins. I mean, was I guess I mean, I don't know. Sounded, yeah, that's what he did. I don't know. It sounded. I'm not going to defend him. I'll defend Prince Andrew, but I won't defend Ian Watkins until I find out. There are lots of these stories, and lots of guys who are totally guilty of something horrible, who are like walking free, and other guys who they throw the book at and then they kill them. Because you're talking to Rianne, she's from Wales. Played have forgotten their roots and their purpose. Mr. Cuff says, yes, well, look at what's happening to Sinn Féin in Ireland. They were a nationalist party, and now they're like selling the country down the river. There you go. Thank you very much. Who's not a clown? Who's not a clown condemning Israel? We don't condemn Israel here. Jabari Jackson. So what is your story, Jabari Jackson? Where are you from? Are you a man? Are you a woman? Are you tall? And are you fat? Are you tall? Are you fat? These are the questions. Are you tall or are you fat? Are you tall or are you fat? Are you tall or are you fat? I mean, we're doing quite well here. You used to knee. Who used to knee? What does it mean? Remember, please try to explain as much as you can. What's been going on? We're doing quite well. We got 36, we got 40 people liking this chat. That's unbelievable. That could be like almost a record. That could be almost a record. So if you're new to the chat, that's what we do. You press it, you press that Jabbar. I'm from Chicago. I spent 8 years in prison for robbery. Okay, that's lovely. And have you admitted that you were a bad boy? Have you admitted that? How have you changed? Are you fat? Are you thin? Jabari? You know, I mean, are you fat? Are you thin? What do you have to do once you do something wrong? What do you do? What do you do? Janet is 68, a baby boomer. Just enjoy every day like it's your last. Yes. Yes. That's what we have to do. We got to enjoy it like it's your last. I'm on the straight and narrow. I'm a thin dude. Brilliant. Okay, let's give Jabari Jackson a round of applause for this. Okay. You're on your straight and narrow. That's what we all need to be. We all need to be loving. We need to be loving. We need to remind ourselves. You only get 6 months for that in the UK. Say something on social media and you get 3 years. That's very true. I mean, they put people in jail in America. They don't care because they make money off of it. It's like COVID shots. They make money, jabs. They make money off of prison. But that doesn't mean people don't. They say, "Have you ever met an innocent person?" But we don't have to talk about this. But you're thin. How did you find out about this show? Okay, so Enjoying Tube says the alphabetically challenged condemn Israel. So I say they can, F right off. Does that mean F right off? Is that what FROFF means? Yeah. Yeah. Well, Israel is a country like this country. It has people living there who want to continue to live there. They don't want to be replaced. They don't want to be driven into the sea. They don't want to be killed. And that's what us English people want. We don't want to be driven into the sea. We don't want our cities, which we grew up in, to be whatever. We want it. We want to be respected. And labor does not respect the working man. It doesn't respect any man in England. It doesn't. And that's why you feel sorry for people who supported labor. I'd love to live in America. Why do you want to stay here? Because you are here, Janet. You are here. You are here. I'm 68. You're 60. When is your birthday? Are you an older woman for me? That would be amazing if you were an older woman. Older woman. Hopefully who knows what's going to happen with Donald Trump being the president. Will he continue? I saw the speech that Donald Ludd says, I identify as skinny. Yeah, well, we don't believe in the identity. We believe in an actual ruler, in a measuring thing, in my feeling. So what have you done today to lose weight? I was a good boy to start the day, and then I went out and I was a little bit of a bad boy. Let me write down what I had to eat. I had, I'm bad because I had 2 cups of tea with 2 teaspoons of sugar, and then I had some cheese. I had some comped cheese, which I got at the shop. My son works in Inverness. Off there to visit in a couple of weeks. Yes, lovely. Lovely. Well, it's got Lake Loch Ness there in Inverness. It's got a few mountains in the background. It's nice. The weather's not nice. More meat on so and so on Hammer. That's funny. Yeah. I mean, we got to be thin. You got to be cruel. You got to be together. All I know is love will save. And I had some Discover mozzarella cheese. It's tasteless. Something's happened to it. Maybe I've lost the taste for it. And then I went out and oh, here's the bad part. I had some cashews. And I didn't give my son any. I apologize for that. I apologize for the cashews. No, thank you very much, Lexi. The producer, who is my son, he got some apples. And they looked like they were quite good apples, too. They were good apples. That's a good apples. I love Oreos. I mean, today I've had 1,500 calories of food. Basically, because I had it looks like the cashew nuts. That's very high in calorie, cashew nuts. I don't recommend eating them, but I had that. I had cashew nuts instead of a samosa, which I have a lot of days. I might have one. I might go out and have one. But remember, if it has, let's say it has 50 grams of carbs. That's like eating something that's going to put 200 grams of weight on me tomorrow morning. It's going to make me unhappy. It's going to make me unhappy. Claire always says she just thinks of the happiness. Enjoy the pain for the happiness. Okay, what are you saying, Joe? She was only 20. What happened when you were only 20? Sinn Féin used to kneecap young lads for being boisterous. Now they welcome potential nonces by the busload. Is that true? So you're not misunderstanding me. I stand with Israel. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. And I stand with Scotland, England, the Angles, the Saxons, the Jutes, the Irish, the Scots, the Picts, the Northern Irish. I stand with the Welsh, the Celts. I stand with the Lancastrians, the Cumbrians, the Lincolnshireans. I stand with the people. I stand with Nigerians who were raised here, who don't call themselves Nigerians, but call themselves English, no matter what your skin color is. Why has it not stopped? Well, that's one of the mysteries. Why have they not stopped the illegals from coming here? Or even the legals to stop them? Why haven't they? That's a mystery. A mystery. Why haven't they stopped these people? Because they don't care to stop it. There's an old saying, which I haven't made up yet, but there's an old saying that says, if you continue to do the same thing over and over and over again, you must want that to happen. It's not by mistake. It's part of the agenda, yeah. It's part of the agenda. They want, maybe because we're older, maybe, and they think, well, why should we give them money? Well, we can import some young lad to pick our strawberries and drive our bicycles to deliver the whatchamacallits, to deliver this, the Deliveroo meals. Yeah. We have to fight for ourselves. The thing is, this is what I've learned. I was never this political. Was I ever this political, producer? Was I ever this way? I was a bit this way. Only a few months ago, Starmer said that phase 1 of the experiment was completed. Well, what does that mean? What is phase 1? To scare the people, which is by having the imported people, R-ing and pillaging, whatever. The Peter whatever case, when I was doing psychology, an earlier post, a tough one as I am doing my degree, and okay, so you studied, he was big in this country, and they let him go. They let him go to do it again. Dullahan is here. I emphasize tried. Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about, Dullahan? Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate that. Where's Jude? She's sulking? She might be sulking, possibly. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know where she is. Go hunt her down. Go hunt her. Don't hunt her down in that way. And that's it. I don't mean hunt anybody down. Go find her. Go find her and ask her, please come in. Please come in. I mean, she doesn't have to. She doesn't have to. Doesn't have to. Sulking from what? I don't know. You deleted your initial comment. Oh, okay. I didn't see your initial comment. Did I miss anybody? No. Did I miss anybody? You know that. I mean, I'm an immigrant, but you want someone who loves your country or has a potential for loving your country. It was appalling. So many mistakes. And 13 women lost their lives. Yeah. Andrew Lawrence's new set on Comedy Unleashed on YouTube is hilarious. I'm afraid to watch it. He's brilliant. He's ballsy. And they tried to really put him down, and he kept on going. They kept on going, and this is what happens. Andrew Lawrence is great. I've worked with him. I like him. I liked him. Do you know Andrew Lawrence? Go Google Andrew Lawrence and watch his videos. I like when he plays a cop, whatever that. It's just so funny, really. I did kind of get the impression he stormed off Laugh Out Loud. But whatever, nothing big. Who stormed off? It deleted. The IRA tried to kneecap me. But I don't stand with Israel. Well, you know what? If you stand with Ireland, you'll stand with Israel. Basically. And because the people who are against Israel are an enemy of ours, nothing personal. A lot of them are. I don't even know why I'm talking like this. I shouldn't even talk like this. Exactly. And caught by a routine copper, tried to hide the evidence by going for a pee. Yeah, I don't know the entire story. Is he dead? Did he die? Did Peter Sutcliffe die? Didn't they let him out on a break? They let him out. This country has gotten very weak over the years. But the people didn't want it to get this weak. But the globalists want it to be weak. They want England to be weak. And I'm for a strong England. I'm for a really, really strong England. Basically. Okay, anybody have anything interesting to say? I think this stream has been okay. It has not been the best stream, but it's not for me to decide. Him and Savile became matey when he was on the inside. Did Savile go and visit him? Didn't what's his name go and visit him? Lenny Henry go and visit him? 1981. Never let out and now dead, Jones. He didn't go. Didn't he have like a walking tour of London? Didn't he do that? Didn't he do that? Didn't he do that? I guess. But he's dead now. So, he's dead now. So I want to thank the people who've watched this thing. Can I remind you to go to Discord if you need reminding? We're on Discord. It's kind of like a Facebook, but you can talk to it. It's like a very broad, I was going to say church. It's like you could talk to people. You could chat with people online. You can do all sorts of things. 40 people, yes. Is that how many we have? 40. He killed 13 women, Lewis. That's horrible. That's horrible. 40 people watching this. So we've done really, really well. Can you press the thumbs up? We're at 45 people who've pressed the thumbs up. That's brilliant. 40 people watching. Can you go? Did you see the Twitter thing? Have you been on Twitter, everybody who's new? Is new. Who are all the new people? Chris Boy and Ray Burke and Lexi and JoyTube. Twitty is good. 46 likes, Derry. That's quite amazing. Can you go on Twitter? Because once you're on Twitter, you'll know when this show is, so you might avoid it. You can know when you can contact me on Twitter. You can do all sorts of things. Yes, he had high tea with Maya Hindley at the Dorchester. Is that a joke or is that true? It could have been true. You could believe anything with the British government. They become so mealy. They come mealy. Follow on Twitter. This is Twitter, at Lewis Schaffer. One word, at Lewis Schaffer. Can you also go to Ko-fi again? I'll mention it again. Go to PayPal or Patreon. I mean, £10 a month, £3 a month, whatever it is. It's next to nothing. Yeah. Rianne says he watched Andrew Lawrence. Another one. I'm going to have to watch that. I'm going to write it down. Andrew Lawrence. Because he's great. Andrew Lawrence. So I am with you, Rianne. Kermit has done an amazing job. Joe, you've brought joy to my life. Basically. John Miller, fantastic. John Van Dam, fantastic. Janet Dullahan, every time you come in, I'm happy to see you. Happy, happy, happy. Mr. Steve Cuff, happy. Enjoying the tube. Ray Burke. Ron Green, Hal, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Half? How would you pronounce that, Janet? How would you pronounce this? Producer. How would you pronounce the name Grenhalgh? Scottish. He doesn't know. So you're going to have to tell me. Jabari Jackson, thank you for coming in. Thank you for going straight and narrow and making amends. You got to make amends. And I appreciate it. Welcome to our stream. Okay. Let's see who else. Enjoying Tube. Is here Dame Claire. Avocado Man. Fantastic. Lexi. These are good times that we're having. MC Scott. Appreciate your being here and with your beautiful wife, girlfriend, partner, whatever. And Tom, of course, coming in. Ron Smith. D.D. Plectum. Courtship readiness. That's why we need to be thin. Because of I'm writing it down. Courtship readiness. You're ready to be with Lewis Schaffer. It's courtship. Who knows? Maybe I'll fall in love with you. Or maybe you'll figure out you'll become so embedded in my life. We can be together. Liam Breen, he wasn't that bad today. He's getting better every day. The Jedster, as I say, always brings a smile to my face. D.D. Plectrum, Ian Eggs. Fantastic. John Van Dam again. Andrew Rubin, welcome. Fontenay. Love that guy. More Melian. Good points. It's been a good show. If I haven't mentioned your name, Daryl, then you come in and say, Lewis, what about me? Yes, you brought the serial killer to my life. It's not joy. I mean, he's been caught. It's bad news, but BBC canceled Andrew. He played a funny, hapless character. So funny. Yeah, they canceled him. Of course they canceled him. Of course, you expect the BBC to cancel him. I'm canceled, too. Only they didn't say to me, they never send you notice. We've canceled you. So that's that. We're thanking everybody. We've really done a good job today. We've had 40 people watching the show consistently, which I think is quite amazing, the level of consistency of everybody. Let's all say goodbye to each other. Let's all see each other on what's that thing called? On Discord. Let's all send the stream a couple of dollars. Let's all thank Kermit for helping us out on this thing, for helping me out, which is helping you out, for helping you guys out directly. I want to thank Kermit for lovely guy. Most of you people, or maybe all of you, are lovely. So I want to thank you all for coming. 46 people. If you haven't liked the stream, like the stream. Maybe we can get up to 50. Thank you, Rianne. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Anything else I need to say? I don't know. Bye, everybody. This has been the best show ever. Best show ever. Okay, I'm saying goodbye. I'm gonna go to the stream start, and then I'm gonna end the streams. That's on the screen, and then I'm gonna end the stream in about 2 minutes.